I have a Showtech DJ-Switch to repair. Welcome to my channel. This device has 10 mains output connections which can be switched on and off by independent switches. The note says only fuses of channel 1, 4 and 8 are missing. Let's remove the top cover to have a peek inside. I removed the 7 screws, 3 at the top and 2 at each side. And I'm in. The first thing I notice is the loose fuse holders. The live mains can even touch the metal frame. Also, the connections on the fuse holders and switches are very loose. I have to fix that. I tighten the fuse holders now by hand. Later on I decided to remove the fuse holders to get a better access to the switches. The connectors are extremely loose and almost falling off. Before I connect this device to anything, I want to know if there is a short circuit. The bench multimeter is in continuous mode. Unfortunately, you cannot hear the sound. I also want to know if there's any continuity from the input mains to the output sockets. I discovered that the resistance is very high. And that appears to be on any socket. I'll try the switches multiple times in case there is some dust between the contacts, but no success. There must be something else wrong. I want to remove the switch, but I do not have great access. So more screws to remove to get a better access from behind. I removed the fuse holder and disconnect the wires, and guess what? I found the only connection where the connector is properly secured. I need better access and remove all the fuse holders first. I also disconnect the sockets to get the backplate out of the way. The push buttons seems to be the real problem here. All of the switches make bad or no contact or work intermittent. Now I can buy all new switches and replace them, but what's the fun of that? Let's see if we can repair them. For a customer I would replace the switches, but I keep this for myself and I actually have no use for the push buttons. It's for the fun part to get the switches functional again. The switches have two clips on each side and the switch can be removed just by pressing them. And here it is. Let's see how the switch looks inside. I removed the two clips and opened the switch by removing it from the back. It's only held by two clips. So I press something small in between and pull it upwards. And there's the hidden secret. You can see here how the switch works. By pressing the lever via the opening at the top, the switch pivots between the two contacts. I try to clean the contacts by sanding it with a piece of paper. Then with a small sharp knife, still no success. Look how bad the contact is caused by sparking. You have a better view under the microscope. I decided to reverse the switch contact. The bottom one is not used. The top contact, the make contact, is cleaned with a small diamond file. It takes time and it requires some perseverance. You can see here the state of the contact and how bad it is. I use a contact spray to further clean the contact. I check whether the contact is conductive or not and correct where necessary. And then the challenge of putting it back together, and feel the frustration. Only 9 more to do. I test the switch before I put it back together. Place the side clips back and the switch is ready to put it back. The fuse holders have been replaced and the wires reconnected. I tightened the connectors a little bit with a pair of pliers. To prevent that the fuse holders get loose again, I secure the nuts with some hot glue. Now all components are installed, it's time to reconnect the sockets. Now the final test before I close the case. All channels are tested and working fine. Last thing to do is to put the top cover on. Again, one device repaired and ready for use. Thank you for watching.